So a couple weeks ago, I asked my Twitter followers, by the way, you can go follow me on Twitter if you want. I'm currently getting close to 20,000 followers. So sometimes I post stuff on there that just is kind of stuff that I wouldn't put on my YouTube channel. I post like, clips of me doing stuff, and it's pretty cool. So check that out if you haven't yet, and maybe we could get me to 20,000 followers. I'm sure we could get, 1,000 or so followers from this video. A couple weeks ago, I asked the question on Twitter. I said, this may be cheesy, but I'm curious, what does Rocket League mean to you? And then I said, it's changed my whole life. So I got a ton of responses. And so I was just gonna go through some of the, some of the ones that I really liked and just see what you guys think. And hopefully, have some time to expand on what Rocket League means to me. But really the goal of this is, for you guys to have an opportunity in the comments below to just share basically what Rocket League means to you. I know, again, it is kind of cheesy, but seriously, Rocket League means a lot to me. And even though, at times I think my Rocket League addiction has been bad for me and for my family, it's a very healthy thing now, and it's been overall very positive. So the first response on here is from CW Cole, and he said, to me, Rocket League means family, friendship, and community. Playing it reminds me a lot of the years I spent growing up playing hockey and building relationships with people I played with. So that's pretty cool. It sounds like Rocket League is something that's made it so that he's, found more friends and stuff like that. And, this person responded and said, this guy's definitely a snow day man because he plays hockey. And, he said his highest rank is actually in snow day. So he actually called him out on that, which is pretty hilarious. This guy right here, Sive said, Rocket League isn't a game for me, it's a religion. And, let's look at Sive's profile. Okay, so he's got squishy muffins in the profile picture. Okay, so this is a cool response. I think this is JNap's dad, and he said it's for him, it's basically the opportunity to cheer on my son and travel the world with him, which is really cool. These Rocket League Pro parents are pretty amazing. From everything I've seen, I saw them all sitting together at our LCS, and they go to like basically everything. It's really, really cool. J Moon isn't Jackie Moon says, before this game, I would get into something and try to get good at it and then drop it 3 months later. Rocket League has definitely taught me that hard work and putting in the time is key to bettering myself. It's for real given me a healthier outlook on life. Putting in the work pays off. It's so true that Rocket League, and really this is true of every game, but because it's such a mechanics game and it's so much like a real sport, it just takes so much time and effort to really get good. And this is really cool. Like, if Rocket League is something that's helped him have a healthier outlook on life and what it takes to succeed in life, that's pretty amazing. Okay, Pericles says, I played Rocket League vigorously when my girl of 3 years left me, and it helped me get through each day during that time. Rocket League is life. That's really cool. Okay, so Thomas J. Crawford II says, can't really get into any other games since I first got my hands on Rocket League almost 2 years ago. Love this game. Dude, this is so true for me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will probably agree with this. Like, you see other games, and for me, it's fun to watch other games. So I'll watch, some of these new games, or like I'll watch Fortnite and Apex and whatever else. I used to watch PUBG all the time, actually. And I would go to play them, and I'd just be like, I'm just gonna go play Rocket League. And part of it is that I'm, proficient at Rocket League, and it just isn't fun sometimes sucking at a game. And so I'll just go back to what I'm good at, or what I'm at least decent at, or at least like what I feel comfortable with. And so I think that's part of what's going on there. But Rocket League is just so simple. I think that's what's so great about it. It's complicated, but it's so simple. And I totally feel the same way as this person. All right, Narwat said, for me, it's actually made me more social. Before playing Rocket League, I played competitive Battlefield 3 and 4, and I hated using comms, but Rocket League is just so casual that I can just basically joke around with my friends and randoms. It's also helped me flying drones, oddly enough. Guessing distance and gaps are easy now. Okay, that's pretty random, but that's cool. This person said, oh, this is Gainer. Gainer said, a thing to pass time. Okay, sure. How about pass a lot of time, right? A lot of time. Recon Anon said, Rocket League is a huge part of my life, and it terrifies me that these are the people running the show. I want Rocket League to be the single most successful, long-standing esport around, and I just don't see this team capable of that given their history. This can't be serious. Who is this? What? Okay, so I was like thinking maybe this person like worked for Psyonix. I'm not seeing that though. Maybe. Oh, he retweeted my tweet. Okay, so I'm taking this as a joke, but I'm not sure. Just because they're... Oh, this makes me laugh. This is, I guess, Psyonix people. Yeah, this is Psyonix people. Oh, that's hilarious to me. If you're serious, dude, then whatever, It sounded like he's serious. Anyways, This person said it got me into dubstep. One sound from the soundtrack made me instantly love dubstep. Okay, that's pretty funny. It's one of the main games I play. It's a place to meet real friends or the meanest people. There can be no middle ground. It's definitely a keeper in my library and a game I own on all platforms. That's cool. So Blasterbait said it's the first game that allowed me to get good at it and not suffer because I have bilateral carpal tunnel. That means a lot to a gamer who can't play most games for more than an hour without really hurting. I wonder if that's because it's a controller game as opposed to keyboard and mouse. I've talked to other people about this, how Rocket League being like mainly a controller game is better for them because of, you know, the struggles with keyboard and mouse and carpal tunnel. So that's interesting. As mad as I get at myself, I find peace playing Rocket League. The feeling of being in free play is amazing, and mastering mechanics and hitting shots is so satisfying. Couldn't agree more to that. Gave me a place of comfort and it's therapeutic. Yeah, I would relate to this. For me, I was in kind of a tough place in life when I started playing Rocket League, especially with my career. I wasn't doing something I wanted to do and I really wasn't enjoying it. And I kind of escaped from, you know, I wouldn't say actual real depression, but just kind of a rough time by escaping to Rocket League. So it was kind of a vice for a while. But it was also therapeutic and ended up being a positive thing. Yeah, that's really interesting. Gave me a community to rage at, but it helps pass the time as I hate school even more. Okay. It's so good, it literally killed my love for any other game. This is the only thing I can play now. Yep, totally agree with that. Firstly, it was just a game, but when I realized I was becoming good, I began to see it like I see a sport, a way to go further, to improve myself, and to feel that I can become very good at something. It's just a matter of time and willingness. Yeah, that's really good. This idea of like becoming good at something, even if it's a video game, is good for you because it teaches you what you need in life to improve in the dedication and all that stuff. That's really good. It's a video game obsession turned passion. I love this game so much, man. That's great. I moved out of my parents' house because of Rocket League. Not because I won any money or anything, but before I knew him, my now roommate claimed he could beat anyone in my class at Rocket League. So of course I, who was like a gold 3, accepted the challenge, and yeah, now we live together. That's amazing. That's pretty hilarious. Okay, this person said, same, but it turned a fun hobby into a gambling addiction. Whoops, sorry. Okay. Doesn't get much cheesier than me. Oh, his name's Cheese. Okay. I don't know, it just gave me depression, to be honest. So that's unfortunate. This person said, learning all about esports, watching my son grow as a manager, coach, traveling with him, and the awesome G2 player parents. That's interesting. I feel the same way. I feel like I honestly knew nothing about esports before I started playing Rocket League. And so it got me into esports, and now I could watch any esport and get into any esport. So that's pretty cool. This person said, I often find myself saying, I hate how much I love this stupid little game, but it's true. I love it. I love Rocket League. That's good. For me, Rocket League was one of the first things I consciously made the decision to get better at. It helped me pull out of a fairly serious depression and arguably saved my life. I mean, the depression part I kind of talked about a little bit earlier, but this idea of young people playing games, like a lot of times for young people, it really is the first thing that they really grind at and try to get better at. And so I think it can be a really good thing in that way. I don't know if I can put it eloquently in a tweet. I wouldn't go so far as to say it has changed my life, but it has certainly impacted it. It's one of the few games I've enjoyed for continued years, and the first I religiously watch and attend major tournaments when I can. Well, that's really cool. Rocket League changed the way I look at improvement. Rocket League is love. Rocket League is life. And this game got such a lot of mecha. It's freaking crazy how free you are on the terrain with your car. The best team game ever created, and the only game I actually feel pride when I improve at. It's definitely a great team game. Rocket League has pissed me off more than any other game. After hundreds of hours, I still suck at the game. I was world ranked in COD and Madden, but I'm only P2 in Rocket League, so that's Plateau. Yet, I still love the game. That's interesting. You know, I think Rocket League, in terms of what it takes to be at the top, you know, maybe I'm wrong in saying this, but I feel like it's at least at the same level as like battle royales and shooters and stuff. Because think about how many different things you have to master in Rocket League to really be at the top. You have to be good at so much. And I mean, that's true of battle royales, and especially true of things like Fortnite, where they have all these added mechanics. But yeah, Rocket League there's a lot to it. 99% of the time I'm pissed off, it is due to this game. That is what it means to me. Okay. Something that I spend way too much time on for an unattainable goal that I am too stubborn to quit playing. Can relate to that, definitely. Nothing much for me other than a time in my life where I meet new friends in game. I keep in touch with some of them to this day, even though I don't really play Rocket League anymore. Rocket League connected me and my friend when he was bedbound and depressed. It may not seem like a lot, but just a few hours a week having a laugh was all that he needed. That's really, really cool. It means the world to me. It helped me get through breakups, alcoholism, and so much more. Also, running my own community for Rocket League has really helped me in my career path. That's cool. It has brought me great joy, and I've met some awesome people online. I went to my first ever esport event for Rocket League season 4 and 6. I hope one day I can make a career of it myself. Ooh, this is pretty funny. It's helped me escape from the toxicity of my friends and then replace it with random people's toxicity. Okay. I wouldn't know many of my best friends. Everyone I've met through the community has changed my life for the better, and I couldn't be more thankful. That's cool. In short, it's taught me how to manage my tilt in such a way I don't even get tilted anymore. It also has given me something to work towards like no other game I've ever played. Rocket League is by far the most fun I've ever had. Literally any other game you can pick up and be pretty decent at after just a month of playing. But here I am 2 years or so in and I'm only champ 2 at best, still grinding. Getting GC is an actual dream. Dude, you will get it, man. It'll happen. It's given me a chance to bond with my sons and his little brother because of 3-player split screen and cross-platform. That's really cool. It's our fishing. That's really cool. All right, so I'll end with this one. This person said, same boat, as in it's changed their life. It's the only game I've consistently played for more than 2 years. I love it so much that I'm even trying to get back now. Following in the footsteps of YouTubers like you and Khan, it's the most fun yet challenging game I've ever played. So like the way in which Rocket League has changed my life, to sort of bring it back, is a couple things. It's the first ever experience I've had with gaming communities. I wasn't a gamer at all before Rocket League. I just started playing it and was like, oh my gosh, I'm hooked on this. I want to be a top 100 player. Like I want to get grand champ. And so that's how it started. But then I realized there was this whole world of gaming and esports and all this stuff I didn't know anything about. And so, then obviously I started, grinding to do YouTube for Rocket League. And now I do it full time. It's my job, literally, to be a part of this community and be like a positive influence on this community and, create content for it, which is unbelievable. Like, who gets the chance to do that? It's so cool. So yeah, Rocket League, I feel like I would have never done it for another game. Rocket League for me worked because even though I was, I started in early 2016 and there were already people who were amazing, I don't feel as behind like when I started it. I didn't feel as behind as when I started playing shooter games, or even now, like if I went and tried to play Apex, I just feel so far behind all these people who've been playing Call of Duty for like 8 years, or PUBG. Like they're just incredible at shooting already, and it feels like there's no way I can catch up to them. Whereas Rocket League is so unique that I feel like when I started playing it, I was like, I can do this game because it's different. That's what I love about it. But yeah, I mean, it's changed my life mainly in the sense that I get to do, content for it for a living, which is so amazing, and provide for my family and be happier and be home more. And oh my goodness, there's so many great things that have come from Rocket League. So I'm super thankful for this game. Super thankful for this community. I'm thankful for Psyonix. They've really been great to me. So again, let us know down below what Rocket League means to you. I would love to read them. I'm sure you guys have some interesting things to say. Even though it's a little cheesy again, a little nerdy, I know this game means a lot to a lot of you guys, and I'd love to hear from you. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Peace out.